Hi friends, Grace and I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. Today we'd like to invite you to come inside our home for a festive Amaryllis tour. The weather has been bitterly cold in Pennsylvania, and the garden is currently sleeping under a blanket of snow. Even though it will be at least 3 months until we see snowdrops popping through the earth, we still have a blooming bulb garden inside to enjoy. Let's head inside and get warm and cozy by the wood-burning fireplace and take in the beauty of my favorite flower, the Amaryllis. Here in my living room, I have Red Lion, Showmaster, Gervase, Red Pearl, and Elvis Amaryllis. On top of our bookcase, I have 2 Red Lion Amaryllis encased in wax. I clipped a few branches of steeplechase arborvitae and Nellie Stevens holly and nestled them around the base of the bulbs. On the coffee table, I have 4 stems of Red Pearl Amaryllis. Red Pearl is a rich crimson amaryllis with broad velvety petals. The flowers appear to have streaks of burgundy and maroon laid on top of deep red, and the blooms measure a whopping 7 to 8 inches across. On a side table, below my favorite oil painting of a bowl of pansies, I have 2 more Red Lion waxed amaryllis bulbs in a clear glass jewelry box. I found this container at a local artisan market for only $14. I placed a string of fairy lights and a few arborvitae branches into the box and set the waxed bulbs on top of battery packs. I love how it glows in the evening and provides subtle lighting near the amaryllis blooms. On the other bookcase, I have 2 short stems of Elvis Amaryllis. I love how you can alter an amaryllis height by cutting the stems and displaying them in vases. A cut amaryllis lasts just as long as its potted counterpart. In my personal experience, the blooms sometimes even last longer when they're cut. We have a flocked Christmas tree in our living room, which is filled with handmade family ornaments. My daughter and I like to paint ceramic ornaments every Christmas, and it's so fun to see how she's grown as an artist over the years. We also have handmade springerly ornaments and vintage pushpin ornaments on the tree. My aunts used to make the sequin pushpin ornaments back in the 70s, and I have fond memories of seeing them on my grandma's downstairs Christmas tree. My mom is a wonderful baker. She specializes in springerly cookies in all flavors and forms. One year she made me a few poinsettia springerly ornaments, and I adore them. In 2020, my daughter and her got together and surprised me with a set of springerly ornaments that they painted together. I had been waiting for Showmaster and Gervase to bloom, and can you believe it? On Christmas morning, I tiptoed down the stairs in my fuzzy socks to discover that both of these prize varieties were in bloom. Showmaster has massive, multicolored blooms. From a distance, it's an intriguing blend of cream, rose, and deep red, but up close, it's a marvel, with each blossom displaying a unique combination of veining, freckles, and fades. Gervase has been with me for many years. The overall color of the flower is deep rose pink, and the petals are adorned with varying patterns of stripes and veining that make every blossom unique. Well, that's a look at the living room amaryllis. Now let's head into the dining room. Our house was built in 1947, and it has 2 built-ins with planters on either side of the front door. The wood where the plants once lived has rotted, so I covered the holes with trays from Kirkland. I placed 4 vintage shiny bright boxes on each tray and added a stem of Cape Horn amaryllis in a blue and white vase to the display. I used to have 2 Cape Horn bulbs, but the Amaryllis Grinch must have stolen one because I only found a single pot of that variety in the basement this year. Cape Horn has jumbo, rose pink flowers and broad overlapping petals and shallow trumpets. I just love how the bright Barbie pink flowers are adorned with a crisp white star in the center. As we head into the dining room, you'll see 7 white Alaska Amaryllis. The dining room has been through 3 different iterations. Originally, I had a beautiful vase of Showmaster Amaryllis and cup poinsettias on the dining room table. It was gorgeous and the display lasted about 2 weeks. Once those flowers faded, my collection of Alaska Amaryllis started to bloom. I enjoyed using miniature glass ornaments as pot toppers for this display. Since I was hosting Christmas dinner, I decided to cut all the Alaska Amaryllis so that we would have more space for food and drinks. Did you like the Alaska Amaryllis better in pots or vases? I'm undecided on which looked better. One thing I am decided on is that I adore our vintage Christmas tree. This tree is decorated with shiny bright ornaments from 1946 all the way to 1968. I feel like a kid again when I stare at my reflection in the colorful balls. We also have a new Amaryllis in the dining room called Premier. I've never grown this variety before, but I'm definitely keeping the bulbs for next year. I love its large cranberry red petals. In comparison to Red Lion, Premier's petals are broader and thicker with a more velvety texture. It's similar to Red Pearl, but the leaves seem to be more upright. In the corner of the dining room near my daughter's keyboard, we have 2 pots of Mandela Amaryllis. If you like dark flowers, then this is the Amaryllis for you. Mandela has the deepest, darkest burgundy blooms I've ever seen, and I'm completely in love with her moody and mysterious flowers. My kitchen is on the smaller side, so I shy away from putting a lot of Christmas decor in this room. But of course, I couldn't resist adding a few waxed amaryllis and a gold reindeer to the counter for a festive touch. I'm currently waiting on approximately 20 more amaryllis to bloom. So for now, let's venture back outside into the winter wonderland and take a quick look at the garden library. This year, I used red shiny bright ornaments from the 50s, gold beads from the 80s, and singing bells from the 90s on the library tree. I added pine wreaths to the windows, and I love the simplicity of this tree and room. I enjoy grabbing a gardening book, putting on an old record, and spending some quiet time in the library with Grace and Rocky. I purposefully don't have internet in the garden library so I can escape the digital noise. I'm excited to share more amaryllis blooms with you in the weeks to come. But now I must pack a bag because we're headed on an adventure where the weather is warm and the gardens are frost-free. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful new year, and I'll see you soon. Bye, friends.